Ever wondered how habits shape our lives? Today we're diving into the world of The Power of Habit, a riveting book by Carmine Gallo. This book shines a light on the significant role habits play in our day-to-day lives. They're not just routines, but powerful forces that steer our decisions and actions. They're the invisible architects of our lives, silently shaping our world. So, are you ready to uncover the mysteries of habits? So, let's delve into the secrets of powerful habits that this book unravels. The foundation of habits lies in what we call the habit loop. This loop, as described in the book The Power of Habit by Carmine Gallo, is a three-step process that our brains follow to create and reinforce habits. Let's break it down. First up is the cue. This is the trigger that initiates the behavior. It could be anything: a smell, a place, a time of the day, a person, or even an emotion. The cue is what tells your brain to go into automatic mode and which habit to use. Next, we have the routine. This is the behavior or action that follows the cue. It might be physical, like going for a run or eating junk food, or mental, like worrying or daydreaming. The routine is the actual habit that we perform. Finally, there's the reward. This is the payoff for performing the routine. It's what your brain likes and what reinforces the habit. The reward could be a feeling of satisfaction, a sense of accomplishment, or even a tasty treat. Now, let's illustrate this with an example. Imagine you're in the habit of having a cup of coffee first thing in the morning. The cue could be waking up or feeling groggy. The routine is brewing and drinking the coffee. The reward is the feeling of alertness and energy that the caffeine provides. This sequence, cue, routine, reward, forms a loop that, over time, becomes more and more automatic. The habit loop is constantly spinning in our lives, shaping our actions and behaviors. By understanding this loop, we can start to identify our own habits and maybe even change the ones we don't like. And that's the beauty of the habit loop. It's a simple yet powerful concept that can help us take control of our behaviors and live better lives. Remember, every habit starts with a cue, followed by a routine, and ends with a reward. Changing a habit seems difficult, doesn't it? But here's the golden rule. It's not about eliminating old habits, but rather transforming them. This is the crux of the golden rule of habit change, a concept beautifully illustrated in Carmine Gallo's book, The Power of Habit. Every habit, as we've learned, operates in a three-step loop: cue, routine, and reward. The golden rule suggests that to change a habit, one must keep the same cues and rewards but alter the routine. Sounds simple enough, right? But let's delve deeper. Imagine a habit you'd like to change. Maybe you have a sweet tooth and you'd like to cut down on the sugar. Your cue is that afternoon lull when you start feeling a bit peckish. Your routine is reaching for that sugar-loaded snack, and your reward is the burst of energy and the satisfaction of a craving quelled. Now apply the golden rule. Keep the cue and the reward, but change the routine. Instead of a sugary snack, reach for a piece of fruit or a handful of nuts. You're still satisfying your hunger, but in a healthier way. Changing a habit is not about denying ourselves the rewards we crave. It's about finding a new, healthier, or more productive routine that leads to the same reward. It's about understanding our habits, dissecting them to their core elements: the cue, the routine, the reward, and then tweaking them to work in our favor. Think about it, it's a powerful tool, isn't it? It's like having a secret superpower to reshape our lives, one habit at a time. And the beauty of the golden rule? It can be applied to any habit, big or small. It gives us the control and the power to shape our lives in the way we want. So the next time you find yourself stuck in a habit loop that's not serving you, remember the golden rule. With the golden rule, you have the power to change any habit. Ever heard of keystone habits? They are the game changers. Let's dive into this intriguing concept. Keystone habits, as the name suggests, are the cornerstone of our behavioral patterns. They're like the queen bee of a hive. When they flourish, so does everything around them. These habits are fascinating because they don't just affect one aspect of our lives. They cause a ripple effect, influencing numerous areas simultaneously. Think of it this way. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a serene lake. You pick up a small pebble and toss it into the water. What happens? The pebble creates a splash, and then a series of ripples spread out across the surface of the water, right? That's precisely how a keystone habit works. It's the pebble that creates a series of ripples in our lives, each ripple representing a positive change. Now let's delve a little deeper. The beauty of keystone habits lies in their subtlety. They aren't necessarily big, life-altering actions. They could be as simple as making your bed every morning, reading for a few minutes each day, or even maintaining a regular exercise routine. These seemingly small actions can have a profound impact on our lives. For instance, making your bed each morning may seem like a trivial task, but it's a keystone habit that can lead to other positive habits. It can instigate a sense of discipline, organization, and orderliness, which can permeate into other areas of your life. Similarly, maintaining a regular exercise routine not only improves physical health, but also fosters discipline, boosts self-esteem, and enhances mental health. The magic of keystone habits is that they set off a chain reaction of other good habits. They help us create structure in our lives, improve our self-image, and ultimately lead us towards success. So the key takeaway here is to identify these keystone habits in our lives and nurture them. They are the seeds we plant today for a healthier, happier, and more successful tomorrow. Identifying and nurturing keystone habits can be a catalyst for positive change in our lives. Crisis sounds scary, right? But it also holds immense power. Yes, you heard me right. A crisis, while daunting, is a catalyst for change. It's like a storm that shakes the old leaves off a tree, making way for new growth. Imagine a crisis as a disruptor of your routine, your comfort zone. It's like an alarm clock that jolts you out of a deep slumber. Suddenly, the patterns you've been following, the habits you've been nurturing, they all seem to lose their grip. You're pushed to rethink, reassess, and reevaluate. Take a moment here. Think about the times when you faced a crisis. Maybe it was a health scare, a job loss, a relationship breakdown. Did it not force you to change? Did it not compel you to adopt new habits, new ways of living, thinking, and acting? That's the power of a crisis. A crisis is not just an event of disruption, it's a trigger for transformation. It's a chance to break free from the shackles of old habits that have held you back. It's an opportunity to embrace change, to form new habits that align with your goals and aspirations. So next time you find yourself in the midst of a crisis, don't despair. Instead, see it as an opportunity to change, to grow, to evolve. In times of crisis, remember, it's an opportunity to break old habits and form new ones. So, that's the power of habits for you. We journeyed through the fascinating world of habits today, understanding the intricacies of the habit loop, the mechanism that drives our actions. We discovered the golden rule of habit change, a simple yet effective formula to replace old habits with new beneficial ones. We delved into the concept of keystone habits, those transformative habits that spark a chain reaction of positive changes in our lives. And we acknowledged the power of a crisis, understanding that sometimes it's the very crisis that becomes a catalyst for creating remarkable habits. Habits shape our lives more than we realize, and understanding their power can help us steer our lives in a better direction. Now it's your turn. Reflect upon your habits. Is there one you'd like to change? Perhaps there's a keystone habit you'd like to cultivate. What's one habit you'd like to change after watching this video? Share your thoughts in the comments below.